Good morning. So many things changing in so many games. I'm in the middle of, well, me and another ranger were actually into this game last night. So I wanted to look to see what all has changed. You know what I mean? And damn sure enough, they got another DLC coming out in March. It's next month, so I figured it'd be a good time to get in here. They have had updates very recently. I was right about that yesterday. Me and the same guy were playing, and man, I noticed houses, just the way mechs look. They just look, I mean, so much better. Look, I know maybe if you don't play the game a lot, you can't tell, but this really looks good. I mean, very good. You can see that your weapon placements, they really matter. I mean, if you notice, I have SRM4s here. Now, it was originally like this. It was bigger units. That's why you see like the steel meshing in the front. Let's see if we have... You know what, before I do that, we're in the middle of a mission. I'll have to do this later on. But either way, I wanted to show like how good they're doing with this game. And it goes along with what I was saying before. There's so many games like Division 2 and stuff like that are really shining right now, and they're worth your time. Look, there's a lot of games I'm looking forward to, but the simple fact is that we have I just don't see that that we're gonna get a very good game. I mean, people just can't keep politics out of these games, and it just ruins them. And I know, like, it's not very popular, and it definitely throttles my videos when I talk about politics, but it's something we all have to face, even as gamers. I mean, you ain't gonna be able to game much if you ain't got, you know, the means to game. I mean, if everything's too expensive, and we can't win elections and all that. So I try to mix it up with my video content by, you know, adding in commentary while I'm playing. And I don't think that's a lie. I mean, you have people out there to make videos all the time with their politics in them. You know, and their whole video is nothing but politics. Me, I'm just spreading not the confusing stuff, but the stuff that every American should know, especially if they're going to vote. But that being said, that's not why I'm here today. I mean, if I say anything in that regard, then it's important to be said, in my mind. I mean, maybe not in yours. I know that people don't like to deal with political, you know, anything political stuff that's going on, but it affects all of us, right? And, you know, I don't want to live through another 4 years of hell. I don't want to live through another period where we're just constantly, our will is being constantly stepped on by these insane politicians who are being paid and bribed, and the only way to stop it is to get everybody involved. And that doesn't mean that everybody has to run out tomorrow and do this or that. It's just saying that, you know, maybe it's time that you know, Americans, I think we can do two things at once. We can enjoy a good game, talk about it, highlight it, while at the same time talking about things that are going on in real life. I don't like that this stuff is happening either, but I'm also not going to sit back and just allow it to happen, and I would hope that everybody else would feel the same. But apparently not, because I'm already getting hate on my videos from some pretty ignorant people who are obviously they don't agree with me politically. So I guess it does hurt me to add this stuff into the game, but what? Tell me what else to do. I'm open to you know, advice on this. I feel very strongly about the political situation in this country, and it terrifies me, to be honest with you. I mean, I fought for my country. I know a lot of Americans didn't, so maybe they don't feel the same, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I don't know, passion that I do. Yeah, that's the best way to look at it. Um, I don't want our country to collapse. I love America. I love it, and it's not just a patriotic blind thing. It's like we have the best country in the world. We have the best standard of living. But we won't keep it if we don't fight for it. So, and I'm not gonna. I just wanted to put that out there. There's stuff going on that needs your attention besides video games. However, I'm not here to bash you or to put you down or any of that stuff. Look, it's not my place to do that. The only thing I'm going to say is we need your help. You know, I don't think asking Congress to, vote on a SAVE Act, something I think we all want is to have fair and safe elections, right? I don't understand. I just cannot understand people who oppose this. I just can't. I think most Americans agree with me. So, alright, so what are we doing today? They keep updating this game, guys, and apparently they put new missile systems in here. I haven't seen them because I'm still low, so I figured I'd spend a few days upgrading my mechs and getting through. Like I said, right now I'm kind of stuck in a way because I accepted this campaign, to help Davian. It's a campaign, and I ignored my own advice to play through the game first, get your mechs up, and then worry about the campaigns, because they're all time-based, you know what I mean? Like, you can see right here where the news is at the bottom. I mean, there's no recent headlines, but at the bottom it says, no recent headlines, Comstar Interstellar News Network. And it's going to tell you everything you need to know. And that's the year, what year it is. It's 3029. Matter of fact, here's news right here. Yeah, so this is the one that we're working on right now. This would be, I guess it's been going on for over a year now. September 3028. Davian's wedding invasion already being called for succession war. Okay, this is when it started. What's the date on that? It's 3028, August 3020. It's so cool to be to look back at the exact date that this stuff is popping off. I mean, it really is cool. Anyway, I'm not gonna bore you with reading all through that. Instead, I came here, I bought a Cyclops, and I believe it's now time to do the next phase of this mission. Another thing, look, for those who make MechWarrior 5, maybe if you could do me a real solid and have voice actors. I mean, hell, just anybody on your staff read these lines out, because I've noticed that when I have a full team in here, I mean, this slogs it down so much to read 5 pages of text, you know what I mean, about the mission. And there's a lot of very important information in these missions. So instead, I guess I'll be the voice actor, and I'll read off this stuff. So if you'll bear with me. Matter of fact, give me 1 second. I gotta blow my nose. Alright. Man, this weather's killing my sinuses and everything else. So, this is from Marshall Jackson Davian. Lancers, fantastic work demolishing Kurz intruders. Crushing a Premier Liao assault command is no easy feat for even the best mech regiments out there. Our success is a testament to all of your hard work and training throughout the past year. A successful ambush like that could have utterly destroyed us. But even with our significant losses, everyone should be proud that they rose to the challenge and fought off oblivion together. Unfortunately, our brothers and sisters in the 3rd were not so fortunate. Their battalion have been held close to their DZ by relentless assaults from Warrior House, Hiritsu, and Lurel's Legion. I think that's another mercenary unit like ours. And to make matters worse, their MIIO liaisons believe that both units are amassing their forces with the remaining survivors of Kerr's intruders to make a play at overrunning their position. Marshal Pedroza believes that the 3rd still has the manpower to hold the line on her own, leaving our main objective, I can't say that, open for assault. We have an opportunity to take the city with minimal bloodshed while the 3rd holds their line. So once Liao commits to their attack, that will be our signal to move against our objective. Commander, your forces are in better shape than the rest of the battalion, so you will spearhead an assault against a centralized power plant whose fusion generators power the entire region. Blacking out the region's power will put pressure on Madrisa Laurel to surrender the planet without further bloodshed. The remaining Lancers will run a support role on this operation, securing a perimeter to prevent hostile reinforcements. Good luck. So basically, once again, I mean, we're being used as the push, the front line. And here we go. I have no more time to put this off. It's already saved. Let's get in this. Leo forces are moving to assault the 3rd Crucis Lancers, leaving an opening for us to attack our main objective. While the 3rd draw away hostile forces, we will make a play against the 4 cities. Commander, my forces will blockade the city while you focus on our primary objective. We'll be targeting the region's central power plant in the central part of the city. Central power plant, it says. I mean, like, where else would it be besides the central? Anyway, prepare your forces for urban combat. Listen. If anybody plays this game, I mean, I could put up an open call, because I only have really one mech pilot in all of the 75th, and that's saying something. If you're a good mech pilot, I'd like to, hire you onto my team. They're doing a lot more with our pilots now. They're improving them in ways that we've never seen. Matter of fact, like I said, besides the updates that they've been dropping, they're also doing another DLC come March. So I got until March. So much pressure with so many games. Division 2 has their new season coming up. Now MechWarrior 5 has their new season coming up. I mean, just so many things happening. Plus, I got my Helldiver brothers, who I haven't made a video for in a long time, and I feel horrible about it. I wish I could do more. I want to show more. Look, my purpose in doing these videos is to show everybody the games that are out there that you could be playing instead of the slop. Say they put out another horrible game, which they're going to. Well, we have other games we could fall back on. We don't have to go and buy their garbage. And I highly recommend people to do that instead of just throwing money. I get it. FOMO is real, right? Fear of missing out. And I do the same thing, so I'm not criticizing, okay? Oh, the archer's up and ready. Why do not... Okay, I need to give her the archer for one thing. But that being said... we don't have to give them our money. Matter of fact, I would say don't give them your money and get into a game that's updating and taking care of their updates. Doing what they should be doing instead of what they're doing right now, which is just... It's almost unforgivable, to be honest with you. Okay, now look, the mech lineup that we have here, we are 10 tons over, and salvage will lose 10% of the C-bills, which, is probably like 100,000, 200,000 credits, and 2 salvage points. I'm not too worried about that. What I am worried about is having functioning, mechs that can operate on the field. So, this is Ryder's mech, by the way, but we're gonna be using it today, and it is a beast. Now, the question is, do I want to... See, this sucks really bad because I have a Cyclops, an Assault Cyclops, and I was going to bring that. Okay, it's 85. Actually, I think I might bring the Battlemaster. I didn't realize it. Yeah, it was the same weight as a Stalker. Okay. Well, let's do this. Let's see how it goes. And yes, I know. Like I said, I'm 10 tons over. We're gonna be fighting off an entire army. Wait, huh? It said that I couldn't. Yeah, that I couldn't do. I can't do anything. The Cyclops is gonna be 29. The Cataphract is 37 days. By the way, fielding a regiment this size is very hard. I believe they call it a star. It's very expensive too. Look in the top right. You see, doing 75 days is almost 2 million credits every 90 days. So the faster we get this done and get a payout, the better. Because obviously we want to keep buying mechs. Now I did purchase the Cyclops, which was over 10 million.
Hostile spotted.
So.
Marshal Davian, Lao forces are making their move. You're clear to make your play.
Roger, Marshal Pedroza. Okay, Commander. Our brothers in the 3rd Crucis are now defending a Liao counteroffensive. While they hold Confederation forces at bay, we're clear to make our play against the 4 cities. The region is dependent on a number of large fusion generators that power the entirety of the grid from a centralized power plant. In order to minimize civilian casualties, we want your lands to move quickly and neutralize these generators. Make your way to the marked nav point and destroy all the marked generators. My forces will move to blockade the city and draw out existing defenders. Good luck, Commander.
Something don't sit right with me. Won't taking out the fusion generators just lead to more suffering for these people?
We consider this our most humane option. Our hope is to avoid the potential bloodshed of 2 whole mech regiments descending into the city to defend it. By having a single lance take out the generators, we're hopeful that Mandrissa Laurel will surrender her world to prevent more bloodshed.
New target, Urban Mech.
Let's power once, Commander. Let's get to work.
I hate urban mechs, man. I mean, they're slow, so on the open field, but as far as like being able to take out an enemy, they got some serious fucking firepower.
Target acquired. Incoming missile.
Oh, damn, I overheated. Shit.
Incoming missile.
Hell of a shot.
Target destroyed. New target, Raven. Incoming missile. Target acquired.
That will leave a mark.
Alright, I'm gonna push in and take out these generators. It might, I'm pretty sure it would end on firepower.
Target next in smoking heat. That's one down. Now on to the next. Jackson, Helseritsu and Legion mech forces have broken through our lines. We need help immediately.
Damage! Jesse, I'm rerouting our heavy battalion to assist. They should be at your location in 15 minutes. Try to hold out till then. Commander, I need to break our blockade to help the 3rd, so be advised. Enemy reinforcements may break through.
Yeah, because
Marshal
that'll
Davian,
work
this
out.
is 3rd Cruises Command. Infantry from Helseritsu have broken into the rear line and are attacking our command centers. We're putting up resistance, but we can't do it alone. Requesting 2nd Lancers unit to reinforce.
Jesse, our forces are already committed to our assault on the 4 cities. Deviating from the mission plan could throw the entire attack into disarray. Request denied.
Yeah, I mean,
My command center. It's been hit by heavy autocannon fire. Heavy infantry raided our headquarters shortly afterwards. They got our MIIO code books.
No! God damn it all! If the Maskirovs could decrypt those code books, it could completely compromise Operation Rat.
Second, Galax armor. Tied down. Marshal Davian. Jackson. I'm sorry.
Marshal Petrosa! Jesse! Shit, we've lost comms. Commander, I'm rerouting to support the 3rd. Rihanna, I'm appointing you operational commander of this mission. Finish this, then fall back to our position.
Understood, Marshal. Good hunting.
Leave it to Davian dogs to threaten innocent people's livelihood in order to take one of theirs. We'll make you regret attacking our home planet.
I mean, I won't lie, I don't feel very good about doing this.
Be advised, the enemy pilot just ejected.
I think we're doing
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Oh shit, I didn't realize I'm there. I can't even aim that high. I'm actually taking this serious fucking.
New target, Archer.
Copy. We're on it, sir.
All targets destroyed. Crucis Lancers, fall back to your designated exfil sites and prepare to regroup at Marshal Davion's position.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
That's close enough. Ready to start pickup operation. You can never have too much ammunition.
Target destroyed.
That's what I'm talking about.
Firing on the commander's requested target.
Don't worry, we'll take out all the enemies for you.
Target destroyed.
Damn it, his explosions hurt the unmixed armor.
Falling in file formation, Commander.
We'll be sure to put that ammo to good use.
Alright, we gotta get out of here. It looks like Rachel Laird's active sticking a little bit. Trying to push us to the point to where we have the clan invasion, which really I could just ignore, although there's some great parts. Work focus on building my mechs up, getting assault mechs, because I only got, I think, 3 assault mechs, including the Cyclops, which will probably be my go-to here soon. It's not going to be ready for a while though, because I have to put on, I have to do upgrades to it next. Matter of fact, I should have did that when as soon as I got it. I mean, look at how good that looks. And now, these ships never used to look that good. I mean, anybody who played this game, who's played this game for a long time, you'll know what I mean. And plus all these cities,
We've got
these
you, Commander.
city
Load up,
biomes.
and then let's get to Marshal Davion's position.
Good run. It was a good run. It's a legendary fire starter. I just don't like fire starters. I mean, look at the weapons on them. I mean, it's only got 2 flamers. You know what? I probably will take that. In the very least, I can put in a cold storage. What's the weight on it? It's 35 tons. Yeah, the problem is, again, I could put it in storage, though. Let's see. Am I missing any... Ah, damn it. Tier 2 medium laser. I can use that. Nah. The best one out there is that legendary fire starter for sure. Alright, we'll take that. I mean, even though he has no legs anymore. Oh, man, no. Rachel, see, that's what I'm talking about, man. They keep doing great things in this game. I hate that this happened, but, I love that it can happen, I guess is a better way. Rachel Lara got injured. Now, her mech didn't explode. Nothing like that happened. I'd had to see, from what I'm looking at the damage of the mech right now, the center line of the mech, it looks like she took damage to the cockpit, which, you know, did damage to her, obviously. I mean, for one, if my buddy would have been here and operating her, that would have never happened, because the Archer, for one, would have been in the back, and the AI never operates as good as a human does. But, let's see. I mean, hell, look, Goblin's mech, the Warhammer, took a beating, too. I mean, in that one side. They have ammo cook-offs in here. They have so many things that are just... Okay, so this... Yeah, I guess this is what they were trying to sell me before. These are mechs that they have up on offer. Another Battlemaster. I'd be tempted if it didn't cost so much. Well, that's about 6 mil. What is it, a 1G? That's the same mech that I have, I believe. Yeah, 1G. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to have another Battlemaster. Battlemasters are like the backbone of any, in my opinion, any fighting force. While we're in here, speaking of which, let me go and do the upgrades on this. I mean, this really sucks. How much time? What is it? Cyclops has... I'm not even seeing it over there anymore. Archer. Oh, the CTF. That's 22 days. Okay. 14 days for CP. Now, if I did the upgrades on it, yeah, we're gonna put this into cold storage for now. I'll deal with it later. I don't want to hold up everybody by dealing with the upgrades. Matter of fact, I'm probably gonna replace the Hunchback. I mean, don't underestimate. Don't sit on the Hunchback, man. That beam cannon that he has right there with the 6 laser beams on one fixed point. If you, I mean, you could cycle them like I do with my Battlemaster instead of firing all 6 at once, which causes some pretty nasty overheating. Or you could set them individually and, you know, but the amount of damage that you do with 6 medium lasers, I was even surprised about that. That's why I still feel the Hunchback, like straight up. But I still haven't gotten to the higher tech, so again, that's why I'm here. Now, that's what I'm talking about with upgrades. Look at all these upgrade slots, man. This thing is going to be a freaking monster when it's done. It doesn't have jump jets as far as I know. That sucks too. I wouldn't mind finding some more heavy, like large tonnage mechs with that. Now comes the cost. Oh, that's not too bad. 24 days. 38 days. 821,000. That's almost $1 million. credits, but I can't think of a better way to spend it, to be quite frank with you. Alright, let's see what the mission says. Give me 1 second, I'll read this out. Sorry, it's snowing outside and plows are going by. I have to go out there, and I don't want to shut down the stream and redo everything with the keys and all that, because I'll cut this later and put it in a solid video. And I dare say I'm getting better at making videos. I mean, I have. It seems like the people who hate my videos the most are the ones who don't agree with me politically. And I know what everybody would say, that then don't talk about politics, but I think that's part of the problem. Not really talking about politics, but like, you know, saying, hey, we got an issue in this country, it needs to be dealt with. I mean, on the other side, they do it all the time. Nobody says a word, but for some reason on our side, nobody wants to be bothered by it. And I'm talking about the American people's side. I mean, we fought a revolutionary war for our rights to vote. Our forefathers didn't fuck around, man. But here we are with Senate and all that stuff, and it feels like we do not have representation because they can't pass something as simple as a SAVE Act. I'm just saying, it's something to think about in the back of your head while we're enjoying these great games. I mean, we deal with the politics in the game like this is all political stuff, this story, but then we don't want to deal with what affects us every day. It's just crazy. Alright, let's see here. Alright, let me read this out. Marshall Jackson Davian. Lancers, I won't miss words. We're in a nightmare scenario. House Hiritsu's elite commandos were able to raid Marshal Pedrosa's command center and get away with her battalion's encrypted Ministry of Information, Intelligence, and Operations codebook. If decrypted, House Yeo will be able to decode House Davian wireband comm chatter and any transmission sent into any Comstar facility on occupied planetary networks. The entire security of Operation Rat could be in jeopardy. Somebody really should have called that. I mean, come up with a different operational name. Our MIAO liaison believes that the encrypted codebook data packets are now in the hands of Marskirovka, the Capellan State Intelligence Service. Our spies have reported that since the start of the war, the Marskirovka have been struggling to keep up and verify the flood of reports and information pouring into Xi'an every day. The head of the Marskirovka crisis team, Justin Zhang, is said to have instigated rules requiring local and regional verification of any new intelligence data before being forwarded to Xi'an to ensure that verified critical intel to the capital isn't buried by a mountain of minor unverified reports. Because of this, our MIAO liaison believes that the code books will stay on Tigris until they are decoded or verified by some other means, which means that there is still hope that we can still intercept and the third Crucis' stolen code books. Wait a minute. Can still intercept the third Crucis' stolen code books before they are allowed to transmit them to Xi'an. Commander, we cannot allow those code books to get off-world. Once we identify the location of the Marskirovka, it's a clan, we will need to act swiftly and eliminate any data relay satellites that can transmit the codebook data packets to a jump ship or Comstar. I'll need your unit to be ready at a moment's notice the second we identify where they are holding the code books. Prepare your lance for rapid deployment the moment we can verify the facility that is housing the code books. Unfortunately, I will not be able to commit additional forces to reinforce you, of course, for this mission, Commander. The Casual Lancer's primary objective of bringing the system into the fold has not changed. And for now, House Hiritsu and Laurel's Legion still maintain control of Tigris. I'm trusting that you and Rihanna are the only ones capable of getting this done without much support from the rest of the 2nd Crucius. Don't let us down, Commander. You know, it's crazy to me that, I mean, technically right now, we're a part of a main house. Okay, that would be House Davian, because they took us in. But these contracts that we get, like, they could be terminated at any time. You know what I mean? They're not, like, set in stone, like, from major houses. So, in other words, they can use our mechs up. We're disposable to them, is what I'm trying to say. Like, period. We're disposable. And it is what it is. It's part of being a mercenary. And, what is it? The 30... What is this year? 3029. Now, things will change once the clans invade. Of that, I'm positive. But, you know, for right now, this is how it is in 3029. So, alright, let's see. I want to timeline this a little bit. Damn it! See, this is what I was worried about, man. So, they only gave us, what? 9 days. They're like, hey, this is going to be a big operation. You need to repair your mechs. Well, only my Shadowhawk could be retrofitted by then, or refitted, repaired. Like, they're sending us in, you know, without the ability. For one, they're sending us in alone, okay? And for two, they're sending us in without the ability to refit and retrofit. Or, I mean, luckily I have other mechs, but still, it'd been nice to have my 90-ton mech, because I know we're going to be fighting assault mechs, and we don't really have anything to counter the assault mech as far as I'm aware of, and now I've already lost Rachel Laird as a pilot too, and she's a very good pilot. I mean, yeah, I mean, what choice do I have? This really sucks, man, but this is how it is. So the security operation rat. You would think that if the security is indeed in jeopardy, that they would put every resource at their disposal into this. Tanks, planes, aircraft. But no. Of course, that doesn't make sense to me. You're telling me they have no hard assets, ground assets, like tanks and stuff like that, if they can't spare a mech? Okay. Well, what about infantry? What about assault infantry? There's so many different types of enemies. Well, actually, maybe it's not in... Maybe the Inner Sphere didn't have those. I mean, that sounds weird to me, because I'm pretty sure that all of MechWarrior has them. Sorry, I'm babbling on here. I love this game and the politics of it and everything, so I could do this all day, really. But the security of Operation Rat is in jeopardy. We can't give the Miskarovka time to get those code books off planet. Commander, we've identified the spy agency's local infrastructure and have marked a number of satellite relays that they could use to broadcast the data. Destroy the marked arrays quickly before they can decrypt our code books. Sounds like an awful important thing to just be thrust into a mercenary group. I'm just saying. Very important to be. We might take a whooping here though, guys. Yeah, see, it's not just one of my main mechs is down, 2 of them. The Archer is a backbone of my, matter of fact, I got rid of that Warhammer, so that's another one. That's 2 70-ton and 1 85-ton mech down. I can replace the 85-ton with my Stalker, but I don't know about these. I mean, that's a lot of mechs, man. Especially for what we're about to face. Oh, yeah, I need to switch her out, too. I mean, I can still use her, but the next time that she would be injured, that would likely be it. Damn it. I hate this dude. Leon Freeman is great with light mechs, not so great with anything else. I mean, sadly. Okay, we got the grasshopper to switch that one out. What is this one anyway? It's just another 70 ton. Damn it. This is a 50 ton. Maybe we can adjust a little bit here. Everything else is on cooldown. I mean, being repaired. What we need is a good 60 ton mech. Man, I hate sending my dervish out. That's my backup mech. But it is a muscly, badass mech. Man, this is really bad. We are way under tonnage for what we're about to face. Damn it. All my heavy mechs are... There was an ammo explosion on that Warhammer too. I see that now. It's a shame I can't just field the Cyclops. Well, wish me luck. You know what? I'm going in under tonnage, so shouldn't I get a benefit? By the way, having that many 70 ton mechs, I'm just saying, that's a lot of mechs. So, it's too bad we didn't have like a 65 ton mech that we could have padded it out, you know, to squeak in another 50 tons. Track down signal and transmitting intercepted.
Commander, it's of the utmost importance that you stop the Maskirovka from decrypting those codebooks. With them, they can decrypt our reports and significantly stifle Operation Rat security, putting not just our lives, but all Federated Suns forces at risk. Our MEO liaison has relayed the locations of known Maskirovka relay stations in the system's capital of Jianfeng. We need them destroyed ASAP before they decode and transmit the data to Comstar. They'll know what we're up to the second we start taking down their relay stations. So timing is of the utmost importance in this mission, Commander. Good luck.
I'm gonna have to use my mechs back there as frontal assault to try to pull it out as long as I can to commit my stalker. I mean, it's the heaviest armed and armored mech that I have in the unit right now. I like that about this game, though, that you know, you really have to think out what you're gonna do, like what mechs you're gonna have on ready, standby, with techs repairing and stuff, and what mechs you're just gonna. I mean, unlike clans, you can't really do that in clans, so. Let's hope that they don't have artillery in here. If they have artillery, it's going to be a rough run for us because we have no thrusters. My computer only has like a 1080K. I'm sorry, 1080p Mac. I'm saying, God, I'm sorry. I'm thinking about too many things.
Target destroyed.
1080p, and yesterday was the first time I was actually able
We're on
to
your target, Commander.
see 4K, natural 4K, and the difference. My God.
Target mech is a smoking heap.
With the Stalker mech, I know it's got a very limited turn range. The best thing to do with this mech is to turn it on its base. So in other words, use the By
Looks
the
like
way-
the Liao forces know what you're up to. It's now even more critical to carry out this operation quickly.
Got another one.
By the way, just so everybody knows, what they're doing is illegal.
New target
They're not
Phoenix Hawk.
supposed to take Comstar code books, as far as I'm aware. I mean, nothing's really illegal in war, I guess you could say, but by Comstar's directives, the major house, the major force that runs this, it is.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
forces. They're attempting to hold our transmission operative intelligence for the jungle. I need whatever house units or forces you can spare to storm these bedreds as long as possible.
Sounds like they're calling in the cavalry, Commander. Let's hurry it up here.
Heat critical.
Solid copy. We are engaging now.
Reactor failure detected. Look out.
Roger that. Advancing to hit that contact.
Target destroyed.
Alright, so far so good, but we haven't really hit too much stiff resistance yet, so. That was a box, we should be able to get stuff out of it. I think I can already, yep, we don't even need to go in.
Target destroyed.
Nice. Oh, we're looking for the code books too. Well, they're not going to transmit it from this base.
Target acquired.
We just lost another relay station. How are we doing on that decryption? The representative is standing by and waiting on our delivery. We are running out of time.
New target spotted.
Copy. We're on it, sir.
Target acquired. Destroyed. New target Shadowhawk.
Gun critical.
Target
Oh,
destroyed.
I
Target acquired.
Engaging with Lance.
20, man. I need to get out of here.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Yeah.
Target destroyed.
Good job, team. I didn't think that we'd be doing really this well against
Target
the enemies that
acquired.
we're facing.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
It's now or never, Commander. We need to stop those transmissions before they complete their handoff. Get this job done now.
What the hell you think we're doing? I mean, like 4 of us against an army of them.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Focus target has been updated.
Hey, stop shooting me, you fucking retard.
Target
You
destroyed.
veterans are too late. The package is in the hands of Comstar. Your illegal annexation of Capellan territory ends now.
All right, Commander. Fall back. The Lancers will soon be able to spare a mech company to deal with this rabble later. Return to base and we'll plan our next moves.
Target acquired.
There wasn't nothing we could have done to do that any faster than what we did it, so. Wait, do we have the expo? Is there, oh, no, we do have the expo. Oh, damn, I stepped on that expo so far.
Getting into formation, Commander.
Prepping for extraction now, Commander. We'll see what Marshal Davion has planned for us once we relink with the rest of the Lancers.
Hopefully it's not nothing serious. At least not anytime soon. Jesus, man. We've been carrying this freaking whole military invasion. I mean, it's been the first two attacks we had support. Man, you know what gets me? Seeing how this works. I mean, I get it. It's only one regiment, but where are all the other regiments? Either way, my point is that if this can hold them up that badly, imagine what our forces could do to them. Like, why doesn't a mercenary house? I'll tell you, well, it's the other mercenaries that keep us in check, so. Though, every time one of these mercenary units drop on us, we annihilate them. I mean, really, I'll be honest with you, I don't think... that gives the difficulty to the game, too, so if I put it on hard or something like that, you'll be seeing very different results. Right now, it's on average difficulty, I believe, where maybe it's a difficulty above. Anyway, look, considered hero of House Davion. I love that. I got 18 C-bills. I'm sorry, salvage shares. These are all trash anyway, so. I mean, they're not trash, but I already have them. I don't know if I have the Wolverine. The Wolverine. Wow, this one has jump jets on it, but I don't have enough shares. And that's just, look at that. That's for that. 3,018,000 shares of all the damage. Who am I sharing it with? I should get all of this. Every bit of it. Nobody else is on the field but me. So instead, I'll just have to take all this garbage. Because that's what it is, it's garbage. I'll probably sell it whole class just so I can get, all outright just so I can get better equipment. That's why I always choose money over top of that. I always go for money first because money is fungible. You know what I mean? You can, obviously, you can use them whenever you damn well want to use it. And here, salvage shares, I get it. I know people have told me, like, and look, I can't even use all my salvage shares. I guess I could get, like, one of these, but I really don't want one of these. I guess, I could sell it all. There ain't much of this guy left. Look, it's like the top left of his mech that's all that's left. That was the mech that was like pounding the dog shit out of me too, by the way. The blackjack, don't sit on the blackjack. I'm telling you, it's a beast. The only reason he got toast is because I'm a better pilot. I don't know, man. I don't want any of those mechs. Again, I guess I just take the upper chassis of it, and that's it. That little piece that's left. Yeah, I guess we just won't get our shares. Oh well. So we made a total of 4 million, almost just shy of 4 million, and I got to be honest with you, I'm pretty impressed with Lieutenant Leon Freeman. He really showed his worth in the grasshopper out there. Oh, Jesus, God and mercy. Holy shit, dude. Look, the problem is you can't just skip these because you have to know what you're going into, what mechs you can use and stuff, you know. Commander, thanks for taking it. At least if you want to do it tactically, I think tactics is intelligent. If you're going to be dealing with, say, I don't know, being artillery, you're going to want to take mechs in there that have thrusters, for instance, you know. Or if it's long range, heavy resistance, you're going to take, like, the mechs I took in there this time. And we were 5 tons under, keep that in mind. Commander, thanks for taking this debriefing with me in private. Uh-oh. After extraction, our support infantry moved to capture all, Maskarovka facilities. Our MIIO liaison has reviewed the intel collected, and we've determined that the Maskarovka was ordered to verify their prize before they would be allowed to forward the data packets up to Sion. Thanks to your intervention, they were unable to do so. Bam, baby! Here we go. This is the result of them being stupid. In their panic, they did the only thing that they could do to get the message off-world, transmitting a fully encrypted data package through Comstar. Under Justin Xiang's mandates, they couldn't forward the package directly to Sion. They needed to forward their reports to their commonalities regional capital. Oh, so that's where we're going next. Regional capital for processing and verification. Normally this would have been Tikhonov, but had we not already conquered it. So instead, they were forced to transmit the packages to the capital of their neighboring commonality. They've transmitted the coordinates to Sarna. It looks like we're going to be taking out Sarna next. Alone. Little do they know that Sarna is already a marked target for the 5th wave of Operation Rat. Well, if they have your code books and all that, wouldn't they know that? Just saying. No, it's just a communication. But that means that they would have access to all our comms. This isn't... Look, just real quick. I don't mean to interrupt in here. No, I do. This, as far as I know, what they're doing right now, what House Davian's doing, is illegal under the Concordant. Like, you're not supposed to do what we're doing. But the thing is, Comstar is like... Imagine Comstar kind of like the Senate, right? They're kind of useless. I mean, they have the power and the tech, but they're also very paid and corrupted. You know what I mean? So, unless you have direct evidence that's indisputable to put pressure on them from the global community, or in this case, the galactic community, all it is words, you know? Even though their buildings are burning and we're annihilating their forces, they can't see that. You know, all they know is that they're, you know, maybe not communicating for whatever reason. I mean, communication failures happen. Alright. Where were we? Okay, little do they know that Sorna is already a marked target, blah blah blah. House Davian COC has just decided that the 5th Syrtis Fusiliers and a pair of mercenary battalions will be the units that take Sorna. Hold on a minute. Decided that the 5th Syrtis Fusiliers and a pair of mercenary battalions. So it'll be me and somebody else. Okay, that's not bad. The Fusiliers are already looking for some payback after Leo, ambassador to New Syrtis, kidnapped Duke Michael Hasek Davian 15 days ago. Wow, they did. Okay, I didn't know that. This is me not reading the news updates, by the way. When CID attempted to arrest the ambassador for espionage, Commander, I'm invoking your position within the Kestrel Lancers as a special operations battle mech company and ordering you to assemble your troops and prepare to depart for Sarna on your own. With Marshal Pedroza injured, she has been recalled to New Avalon to report to the MIIO director, Quintus Aller, to alert him of our situation personally. In her absence, I am needed here to secure Tigris with the rest of the 2nd and 3rd Crucius. Unfortunately, the only support I can give at the moment is a freshly repaired Zeus whose pilot was KIA during... we're good at Zeus, that's not bad. Whose pilot was KIA during the Kur's intruder's ambush. Well, I'm still attempting to charter a jump ship route for this task. Be ready to depart for Tigris in no more than 7 days. I'll have more information for you prior to your departure. Until you meet up with the 5th Syrtis Fusiliers, you will be on your own. So prepare your forces for anything. Yeah, because in 7 days I can do that. And everything. Make sure you stock up on provisions from the market and begin all refits and repairs prior to leaving for Sarna. We'll discuss further details when I have them. See, that's why it's important to read this stuff, okay? So you know what's going on. By the way, if we are able to get this Zeus right now, that'll pad us out fairly well. And I'm pretty sure that's what it said, that we're going to get that Zeus. So we should be able to handle most anything, in other words. And temporarily, I am going to extend our regiments. Because right now we have, what, 4 regiments? Almost 5. 4.5 regiments. Shit. We got the Zeus, but the problem is it needs to be outfitted. And we only got 7 days before... Well, okay, let me re-say that. We might have time because the trip is probably going to take a month, maybe. I'm hoping it'll take a month, maybe a month and a half to get there. And if it does, that's good news because that'll give us time to get our mechs up and operational. What gets me, like, they always go for, like, it's like they don't think about the damage it could take. Instead, they always go for, like, the most weapons. I get the idea of wanting to do as much damage, but, I mean, for missions like these that take a long time, it's better to have a unit that can withstand punishment. I mean, that's just my personal preference. I've seen mech pilots get in here when I was doing open runs that... You know, we're able to handle it like that, but you saw in the Stalker how it was. I mean, you know, hard to turn around. It's not like we're gonna evade. Like the Dervish is a very good mech because it's very good at evading. You know, and evasion is obviously a lot better than just soaking damage. However, it's just not practical if you're carrying a large loadout of weapons. But luckily, we got a fairly robust toolkit to work with. So, like, we don't need the LRM-15s as much as I. Let's see, we're at 4 tons over. How much is this way? Let's see what they have on market too. Okay, 7 tons. Shit. The AC5. I'd like to keep the AC5 if it's at all possible. But I gotta lose some. I might swap the hard point out the AC5 with, say, a light rifle. I wish we could, I wish I could use a B laser. I like the B laser. I mean, it heats up really quick. I mean, for the amount of damage it does. I guess we don't have access to new arrowhead missions. I mean, not arrowhead missions, arrowhead weapons. That would be great. I don't even know what they are. I just saw that they were added in the update, but it's probably not here. It's probably further into the game. Yeah, something like this, a medium rifle. That's only 5 tons, but it punches hard. I mean, and I'm not a big fan of the Zeus anyway, even though it's an 80-ton mech. It just, I think it has thrusters also. No, it doesn't. That's even worse. The Zeus that we did have, that I used to have in my other playthrough, had thrusters on it. One of the only mechs I had thrusters on it, honestly. I always keep finding these Inferno loadouts and stuff, but they never have, what do you call it, like these, tiers. It's like never a tiered up, you know what I mean? But I will say this. Well, this is just me, in my opinion. If it is, like, see how it's got tier 1, if it's earned through operation or just your engineer team getting better, then we should be able to earn that to increase the tiers instead of having to buy it. But I guess only their people know how to tinker with shit. I mean, our guys are frontline battle mech, you know, pilots, so, but whatever. Really, what I think I'm going to do with this, now I'm looking at it, I might go with the SRM-6 Inf. That sets things on fire, which you saw happen to my mech. It's only 3 tons. I'm pretty sure this mech is going to be a frontline anyway. That's why I'm thinking I'm probably going to go with, like, not LRMs. Well, if I do go with LRMs, they're going to be hot loaded. I can tell you that right now. I could go with the LRM-5 hot loaded. That's only 2 tons. Only does 6 damage. But the nice thing about the hot load is, you know, it can hit at any range. Let's see, damage would be 6 tons. So even if they're far off, I could smack them with it. Damage. 7.2 damage. Yeah, I barely even use the SRM-6 artillery pieces. I mean, I should really use them more often. Alright, let's see. It's 4 tons, so that's half the tonnage. It has artillery warheads on it, but I don't think I have artillery ammo to support it. Short-range missile system that fires 6 unguided missiles with improved spread. Yeah, let's not do that. Okay, for now we're going to slap that on there and then see how it goes with the rest of this. So now we're under tonnage, that's good. And we have max armor, so I could take a whooping. Medium laser. We'll give him a tier 4 because I think this is probably going to be a frontline mech. You know, I kind of want to keep the AC5. Yeah, I do. Wait, well, how in the hell are they gonna fire the SRM? Oh, okay. Alright. Now, overall, our armor's really high. Oh, wait, we missed one here. Our lasers are doing good. We lost range, obviously. I mean, but it's not huge. It's only like, what, 1.5 or 158. I'm sorry. And we lose a little bit, but look how much armor we gain. Alright, let's swap this AC5 out with a better AC5. Something with maybe a higher tier. Or an RF or BF loadout. Look at that. Bam, baby. Tier 3. Okay, now we're getting into something. AC5 RF. The negative thing about the RF, I mean, the good thing is you can control its firing pattern, but the bad thing is you burn through ammo like insanely. I mean, very fast. What's it's 1.7. This isn't a whole lot of ammo. And once it's out of ammo, how much ammo is in an AC5? It's only 80 rounds. For a rapid fire weapon, that's not so great. Okay, how much damage does that do? 3.5, that's it. AC5, it's 5.27. It's 6. Don't look. Just because it says 6, that doesn't mean it's better. It's 6, so it does 1 more damage, but it fires like a burst of like 4 shots, so you're out 4 rounds. So I think what I'm going to do is stick with the regular AC5. 80 rounds would go a long way with the AC5 without all that BF, RF. Alright, let's see. That's 79.31. What can we slap on here? We can add some more ammo. AC5. I think whoever's piloting is gonna use that more often anyway. And there we go. I mean, the problem is how long is it gonna take to you know, get out there on the I'm sorry, to be pilotable, you know what I mean? Because we still have this shit too. This mech will probably be down. Yeah, look at that. That's 59 days just for the upgrades. This mech, there's no way to use this mech in time. Let's see. He said 7 days. I don't know. We might get lucky, like I said. We might get very fortunate and, sorry, I'm looking at the... I need to get all my loadouts done now before we leave. I should probably take a look. Oh wait, let me paint this mech real fast. It's 75th colors, by the way, red, black, and yellow. And it doesn't look bad. I like the way that looks. I mean, and they all have different, like, depending on the mech. Look at that, different design patterns on it. Alright. I hate this mech, man. What else do we got in cold storage? I might be able to take that Griffin's mech. Oh, please. I mean, I'll be on a Warhammer, I guess. I could bring in. What is that? 70 tons. Yeah. That's why it's still there. It's a 55-ton mech. Up. I mean, I already got. Look, I got 3 mechs out. I might as well just make another wing. I got the money to do it, so we'll take out 1 more out of cold storage. Likely, we won't have time to. What the hell? I need the information on the mech. Damn it! Yeah, let's bring in the Warhammer. The spare Warhammer. I'm just gonna need a second here while I fuck, I can't do nothing to the loadout yet. I don't think. Oh yeah, I can. Actually, no, I can't. I have to repair it first. But I need to do it all at one time, so let's see. What the hell? I didn't even know I could do that. Yeah, I had no idea I could do this. That's great. Because it, like I said, it gives me ability to upgrade the mech while at the same time putting its loadout on. I'm sorry, repair the mech. It's not repairing it right now. It's just so it'll still take time. But I can use this to gauge the loadout. I know likely if you're a seasoned mech pilot, you already know all of this. I mean, so. And I'm always open to recommendations. You know, like if you got a loadout that you prefer that has worked well for you, then drop it in the comments. Like what your favorite mech is. I mean, because mine so far would be the Battlemaster. I mean, by far, the Battlemaster I think is one of my favorite mechs. Now, that being said, obviously once you get up to the heavier mechs, you don't have a huge amount of choice. At least you didn't used to. Alright, let's move to getting energy weapons out. I wonder if should I go with short burst? Let's go with short burst. Oh, that sucks, man. I ain't got more of these large pulse lasers. Matter of fact, that's one of my favorite weapons in the game is the pulse lasers. They do a lot of damage. I mean, they just melt shit, man. They fucking melt it. We only got one large, but that'll work for now. Medium ballistic slot. Go for something smaller like an AC-5 or an AC-2. What do we have? 33, 40... And yeah, I'd like to at least have a few mechs with some jump jets on it. It doesn't need to be anything crazy, but it just sucks that they're all set down here because I usually put my ammo out. And like, if you put in the legs or in the middle, I mean, once you lose your legs, that's it. The fight's over. You know what I mean? So, AC-5, ammo, AC. You know what? I can't do that. Damn it. Okay, so that's 44 point. Damn. Man, they really like to cut this shit close, don't they? I mean, luckily I only have to do AC-5 ammo, but still. I can't really do much more than that. Okay, that puts us at 45. Oh, wait a minute. I'm blind here. I'm an idiot. It's good to spread your heat sinks out. That way, if there's a ammo explosion, you don't lose all your heat sinking capabilities. I mean, center torso is actually probably the best for you to put it. But, I think we're going to go for a half of AC-5 ammo. Look at that. Now we have a functioning, Enforcer. I mean, this isn't a terrible loadout. The AC-5 is a pretty decent weapon. I mean, 5.25, but considering how many rounds, I think the AC-5 carries like, well, it's 80. Yeah, so it's 80, 90, 100, 110. That'd be 120 rounds. Yeah, that'll work. I mean, it's... Oh, wait. Wait a minute. Instead of taking a half... Oops. We only got two... Okay, good. We only got two lasers on here. So his main is going to be that AC-5. That's going to do the most damage. Man, I should have did something like a AC 10 or something. No, no. This'll work. Or maybe like a large pulse. Because I do have one LP. But it's the only one I got. Yeah, that's the only one I got. 13.2 damage. 7 damage. Man. 7 tons. 5 tons. I just have to give up 2 tons. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not. Wait, maybe I can find one in the market. I doubt it, but we'll see. Let's see. Large pulse. Nope, no large pulse lasers. Man, they don't really have much in this market at all. 6. I'm gonna stock up on these. Oh wait, I don't want to do that. I just want to buy it. I'll check the market before I leave out. Alright, let's see. So just to go over this, we have AC5 ammo. Actually, we got plenty of that. That's 80. 80. It's 120. It's 160 rounds. We're up to 1.3 heating. Heat cooling efficiency. AC5. Do we have a tiered out AC5 that's bigger? I mean, hell, I might even be able to go for an AC5 RF, actually. Yeah, that's the highest tiered AC5. But there's a tier 2 AC5. Yeah. Man, I'm probably gonna live it. I'm probably gonna regret this, but we'll try the AC5 RF. Again, it does less damage. That makes no sense to me why it does less damage. I mean, whether it's rapid fire or whether it's semi-auto. You know, damn it. Yeah, there's cooling time between that, by the way. That's why. But all right, we'll go with the RF. We're set, right? Everything else. All right, let's get this work order in. We gotta do one more thing to it. Upgrades. I know what people would say, it'd be easier just not to do the upgrades because that just adds time to the work order. But we're gonna be traveling for a while here, so I'm hoping that it'll be done, you know, before we get on point. Before we get on mission, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to put you guys through this, but, yeah, I have 2 more mechs I gotta... Luckily, this one doesn't need to repair. But I'm telling you, the Warhammer is such a beast. I mean, damn, look at this thing. I would say the Warhammer is like the workhorse of all mechs. And it's already armored out. So, let's get to work. I got 8 tier 2 medium lasers. Second, I gotta put out this before I decide on the main weapon. What are we at? 1.3. This has got to have a way higher cooling threshold. Because all the laser weapons. Trust me, I've almost overheated this thing on my own self. We still haven't gotten to the biggest weapon in its arsenal yet. when I'm doing the Warhammer is more like I mean, it can do range, but it's more an at-range system. So I thought about maybe go with SRMs. Maybe SRMs or artillery. I got to be honest with you, though. These Inferno rounds are brutal. I mean, it doesn't just do damage. All right, let's check this out. Short-range missile system that fires 6 unguided. Yeah. 4 tons. Damage is 15.84. Compared to damage is 10.8, and then heat damage is 4.5. You can shut a mech down by using and I've noticed that not using the artillery rounds, but using these infernal rounds, I've caused mechs to pop quick. And you can, by the way, it'll slow down their firing too, because the hotter the mech gets, the less they're able to sustain, like, say, PPCs and stuff like that. So don't sleep on the Inferno ammo. I mean, it does what it's designed to do, overheat the mech. But I am going to go with the artillery slots on 6 SRM6s. That's 4 tons. That'll... God, I'd really like to go with the LRM hot loaded, but... What is that? 5 tons. And that's 4. I can give up... Okay, I can give up a ton for that. That's LRM 10s. Let's see, get some LRM ammo. What is that? 440 rounds. That's more than enough. These will work in close range and long range. I'm sure that most of you know that, though, that are watching this video. Damn, look how close we came. 69.93. And we got everything we needed. Machine gun ammo. Actually, I'll be honest with you. That's way more machine gun ammo than what we really need. So actually, let's go with a single heat sink. Let me do this. So now we're up to 1.6. That's still too low. Yeah, that's still too low. What do I do? What do I do? I don't know what to do. Again, I'm not sure. Large laser. Single heat sink. Everything else I have, I need. I mean, I could drop the size down to, like, say, LRM 5s or really commit to the SRMs. I mean, but it's a... I don't know if you saw, like, how effective these hot loaded were, but they were. Okay, 10 unguided missiles armed before they leave the launcher. Hot loaded missiles have increased spread and no minimum range. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. That's why I wasn't landing on target. So that's a negative of these weapons. That's 5 tons. We might be able to shave a ton or so off to up the heat sink capacity. Alright, actually, we could go with LRM 5 hot loaded. Now we got enough to slap some more heat sinks in there. It's 1.7. It just sucks that it's 0.1 for every heat sink. Damn it. Well, we got 3 more heat sinks out of it, at least. I mean, almost 2.0 cooling efficiency, this thing should kind of hum. But I prefer to have the Warhammer at around like 2.5 because it is so heavy with the lasers. I mean, and these things fire like rapidly, so you can knock them off like bat, 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 bat. All right, and obviously the more you use them like that, the hotter, the more heat it builds up. Especially if you're getting hit by inferno ammo in behind by your buddies. I mean, I could still, I don't know, it's bugging me. Well, that's only 2 tons. 5 guided missiles armed before they leave the launch. Your hot-loaded missiles have increased spread and no minimum range again. That increased spread is what's getting me. Rate of fire is 13. It does 6 damage. I got 440 rounds. You know what? That should work. Yeah, that's gonna have to work. I don't want to spend any more time on it. Alright, what else do we have? Did loadout for all these, right? Yeah. Yeah. Let's check the loadout. Why I can't. Look at all these medium lasers, man. This one right, you see what I'm saying? 2.2 heating cooling. I mean, I slapped a whole bunch of heat sinks in here, but let's see if we can upgrade these mediums. We cannot. I mean I could, but Jesus. If this thing loses lasers quick, if I lost all those mediums, that would suck. Oh, I didn't know I had medium pulse lasers. Whatever. We'll just leave it the way it is. Where's my battle master? Can I mess with the loadout? Of course not. See, that's a problem. Once you hit auto repair, you cannot go in and tinker with the mech. So now that I know that I can do what I just did. Jump jets. Man, no wonder. Well, I mean, it only has one PPC. That's what I don't like about this mech. It's got one main weapon. Well, the SRM-6 is also, but... I mean, PPCs are alright, but they're nothing to, like, write home about. The ER PPCs are. I won't... Yeah. For sure. It's PPC. Okay, we got a tier 2. We got 1. You got a whole lot of diversity with the PPCs, so... Alright, this is the best that we're going to be able to do. So, we got a decent spread. We got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 different, what would you call them? Stores, I guess. So, yeah. We should be doing alright. Let's see. That was a lot of work, so I'm going to save it. Let's try to timeline this as long as we can. Oh, we got deport. Man, I really hope that all my mechs, because that's a lot of mech repair right there. What are we looking at? $75 days to get all my mechs up. Hell, 60. I mean, for the Zeus, Enforcer, Zeus, Cataphract, yeah, at least 30 days. So I need, man, like 3 months. Commander, I've tried contacting both the COC and the Fusiliers to alert them to our plight. But since their impending invasion of Sorna is considered top secret, their entire unit is operating under a communications blackout until they secure Sorna. But by that time, it could be too late for us. We will need to dispatch you to Sorna on your own. Your mission will be to link up with the 5th Cerritus Fusiliers Combat Commander, General Gordon Hartstone, or the Battle Mech Regiment Commander, Colonel Anthony Harkness, and deliver this verigraphed message from myself explaining our situation. Once you've made contact with them, your objective on Sorna is to find location of Sorna's Miskirovka headquarters and demolish it before they can decrypt the 3rd Crucis's code books. See if General Heartstone or Colonel Harkness can spare some forces to support you once you make contact. Unfortunately, due to Sarna's distance through hostile space, and with jump ship availability being in short supply, the best we could muster for you is a route that will take over 3 months, thank God, before you arrive at Sarna, and another 16 days traveling from the jump point to the planet itself. By the time you touch down, it will be almost a month after the Fusiliers have initiated their invasion of the planet. If everything goes well, by the time you reach Sarna, they should have a strong foothold already established in system. Commander, until you make contact with the Fusiliers, you will be on your own with no support. So I need to ask, are you absolutely sure you have all of your mechs and equipment queued for refits during your journey? I have no idea about what the situation on Sarna will look like by the time you arrive, so be extra assured that you have collected all needed provisions prior to departing. Godspeed, Commander. Contact me immediately once your objective is complete. Okay, that's great that it's like 140 days out, but the problem is they don't really have anything here to buy. Like, if they had an assault mech, that would be great, but I like the Black Knight. And I'm gonna have to pay my crew during that 90 days and my repair teams, which is gonna run me 3 million, damn near 3 million every 90 days. And they're talking about a 90-day trip. So I can't just, I can't just buy more mechs. I mean, it costs repair teams to keep these guys. I could field another mech, but it costs repair time. I'm sorry, technicians and all that stuff in order to field these mechs. They have to be maintained. I'll be honest with you, it's one of the things I love about this game. It's very realistic. But let's check their market and see if they got anything. AC-20 PF. Who could even support something like that? I mean, to have a AC-20 in general, I hardly ever use them because they're just, unless like the Shadowhawk, where you build I built my entire build around ballistic weapon on a Shadowhawk. This should give my pilots time to heal up also. Damn, look at the cost of that. It's only 14,000. I'll take that. Why is it the hot loaded? They're never tiered up. Like, I can never find like a tier 2 hot loaded unit. God, an LRM-20 is some serious freaking artillery. Oh, wait. I take that back. I might have to do some changes to that other mech. Now that we have LRM-5 hot loads. I don't have a mech so far that I can use any of this shit with, like these two right here. But I'm hoping soon, and I'm trying to prep for the clan invasion. So. Get some class 2 jump jets. Just in case, you never know. Alright. God, I'm so tempted to pick up another Battle Master. But that zoo should do it. $6 mil. That's what I got left. Let's see if I can sell some of my stored mechs. Oops. Yeah, see, I have, oh god, look at that paint job. I wonder why that's only $1 million. Oh, that's 672,000. Okay. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Man, you barely make any money compared to what they make. Holy shit. I can't stand urban mechs, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. Actually, I take that back. Urban mechs, they can be powerful, but not for like the operations we do. We have to be able to move. The Panther's a solid mech. Look at that. I should bring that in too. We got 3 fire starters. Cicada. I hate the fucking cicada, man. Don't we already have a black... Oh, no, we got that 60-ton rifleman. Look at all... We're starting to add up. We're starting to stack up on the Hero mech, so... I can't believe the Jenner is like 1.2 million. It's like you're getting better money for that fucking mech than some of these other ones. The Vulcan, is it? Yeah, it's only a 40 ton. I want to keep one Wolverine, so it's not a terrible mech. It depends on how it's set up. The Trebuchet can be a beast of a mech too. Don't sit on that. Again, the Panzer, another one that's a good mech. Locust, Jenner. How much have we got now? 14. Actually, we'll just buy this Battlemaster now. And then I'll set that one up too. And it should be ready by the time we touch down, just in case. Now we have a backup mech. Beautiful. Oh no! Wait, what? Oh, I sold my fucking mech. No. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Holy hell no. Thank God I saved it prior to that. I'm an idiot. Either way, I was up to 14 million just selling off all that scrap mech that I picked up off the field. So I guess there's an argument to be made about the salvage, because really I needed it when I needed it. But anyway, let's hope that I didn't mess up any of my other loadouts. I mean, I had to repurchase everything that I was buying, but I thought that I saved it after I did this. Let's see, Enforcer Zeus. Yeah, the repair thing should tell us. Yeah, okay. Okay, this is good. This is good. We didn't lose much. That would have sucked. Alright, let's go back. For one, we had to rebuy some new equipment. Oh, I didn't know I had 7 of them. I thought it said 1. I have no SRM4s at all. I guess I have the Inferno. Hell yeah. Here we go. Oh wow, I didn't know it came fully loaded. Works for me. We just gotta change it up. Now the question is, do we wanna, it's still the same mech that I had before, but I think I might try a different loadout. Do I have enough short bursts? I think I do. They may not want to protect their pilots, but I damn sure do. Oh, I am ready now. Drop that, put on a SRM. We're gonna need quite a bit more heating than what we have right now. Yeah, my other Battle Master is currently under repair, and I'm gonna have to change the color on this one so I can tell them apart at a glance. Maybe go with the SRM4, SRM6. I want to go with the SRM4 with Inferno rounds, but damn it. That's like, we're gonna get rid of this PPC anyway, go for something like a large laser. Do we have a large, ooh. 7 tons. I could put I mean, that doesn't drop any weight, and I definitely have to drop some weight. I gotta add some more heat sinks on this thing. I hate to say it, but wait, how much does this weigh? Only 2 tons. I'm not gonna be able to milk it for much more than that. 7 tons. I don't know. I'm just gonna have to go for a large short burst laser. I mean, keep it in the family, I guess, but that still only dropped us down to half a ton. That is not gonna put a heat sink on there. I really don't want to drop it further than 4. It's only, again, it's only 2 tons. It's 5 tons. It's average weight of a large laser. I mean, I guess I'm just gonna have, we're just gonna have to be picky. You know what? we don't need 2 of those. Here we go. I hate it when it does this. Why wouldn't it let me put a damn heatsink in this empty slot? Oh wait, here we go. And we could do like a medium LRM. Yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I use a machine gun a lot. I mean, pretty consistently. So I'm gonna go with machine gun half ammo here. It's a pretty solid build, guys. I mean, it's gonna build a lot of heat, and that sucks. I couldn't get it up to like higher than 1.9. I could if I dropped the SRMs down to the 2, but I think that's gonna hurt it. I mean, but we gotta do what we gotta do. We only need 1 SRM. Yeah, okay, so do we have enough? 83. Yeah, we should have enough to throw out another heatsink. I mean, at the end of the day, the lasers are going to be the brunt of this mech's, you know, hammer. So, the more cooling efficiency we have, the better this mech is going to run. It won't shut down as often. Alright, we need to get to work on that. Now we need to do the upgrades on it. Damn, it doesn't have many upgrade slots. 1, 2, it's only got 5 upgrade slots in totality. But it doesn't have jump jets, so. Alright, now we gotta figure out a different, I mean, I don't like that color pattern. Let's see what we got. We have some Hero Mech colors in here too. Okay, so this would be House Davian's normal colors, but even though I'm with them, I'm not with them. You'll see later on what I mean by that. I'm probably gonna go with the Sherman, but we'll see. Man, I still gotta put, yeah, here we go. This would be a Hero Mech's, I mean, the colors are just so, if it wasn't for the colors, that would be great. But, you know, the colors are just atrocious. They're terrible. I don't know what biome we're gonna be in, so. How does that look like a virus? I mean, it just looks like a bunch of squiggly lines to me. I gotta say, I like the woodland pattern better than I've seen the other ones. We'll check all these, though. I could go with a solid black like this. No yellow on it. I mean, my other mech has the yellow. Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna bring mods to the console for this game, because that's, and you know, another thing is MechWarrior Online. I mean, that's against other players, but as far as I know, that's not available on Xbox. I mean, at least it's not maintained on Xbox. I didn't even know the game. I thought they stopped supporting MechWarrior Online, period. But apparently not. I don't know anybody that plays MechWarrior Online now. Yeah, we'll go with this. Didn't I just... I was gonna say, didn't I already do that? I thought I had already hit apply. This way we could tell that one apart from my other 1G. Yeah, cause see this one's... I mean, really, like I said, I could go with black and red without no yellow, but I don't know. I like fielding mix like that. So, what did I miss anything else? I did all the upgrades. What about you? Did I do all the upgrades on you? Nope, I sure didn't. I'm glad I saw that. Doesn't have any of that, so. What other mechs have I got that I didn't put out fucking upgrades on, or maybe I've not put out the right ones on? I know this is a lot of prep, I guess, for a mission, but we don't know what we're gonna be. I have an idea of what we're gonna be walking into. Longer burn time. Wait a minute, this has... Oh, it does have jump jets. Oh, that's a dervish, that's right. Man, it is like cold as shit outside. I can hear the wind whipping. Alright, so I have two Warhammers. See, the thing is, in this game, you need to really set your mechs up. All of them to your preference. Because if you don't... Yeah, see what I'm saying? This Warhammer hasn't even got any of that shit on there. Anyway, if you don't, you might find yourself needing to pilot a mech that, you know, isn't set up at all. Alright. Just for right now, we're almost at 3 million, man. We got... Jesus. We're gonna be in debt by the time we get there. I hope not. They're supposed to be paying all our costs, so I guess we'll see. Wait a minute, let me see. It's a big deal if you can't tell.
Soina, capital system of the Soina commonality, and one of the jewels of the Capellan Confederation. For centuries, Soina had been a beacon of industry and technological sophistication, once housing large populous cities across all of its continents, feeding a healthy commercial manufacturing industry. But, like the rest of the Ionosphere, the succession wars brought death and destruction to Soina. Today, although it's only a shadow of its former self, it remains an important world. Its aerospace and dropship manufacturing centres, combined with its centralised location in Capellan space, have made it a prime target for the Federated Sun's ongoing invasion of the Confederation. House Davion has charged the elite 5th Certis Fusiliers with taking Soina. In order to complete our mission, we will first need to make contact with their commanding officers, General Gordon Hartstone and Colonel Anthony Harkness. But something seems to be wrong. Although we jumped into the system 7 days ago, I have not yet been able to hail anyone on the wideband Federated Sun's command channel. I'm getting nothing but silence every time I try. Even more disturbing, the local news is reporting that the Fusiliers have attacked and destroyed Soina's HPG relay station, which has cut the system out of contact with the rest of the Ionosphere, spreading panic among Soina's populace. Our mission to recover the stolen Mio codebooks is far too important for us to abandon. Whatever the odds, we must make contact with the 5th Certis Fusiliers and request their assistance in finding and destroying the stolen codebooks. Otherwise, the entire security of Operation Rat could be compromised. Let's just hope we're not too late.
They definitely need to have more cutscenes like that. I'm gonna go into debt. 90 days for sure. Yep, I'm in debt. Alright, that's alright. Let's see, timeline. All our mechs are up, ready to go. Okay, let's see what our mission brief is. We're on our final approach to Sarna, and I'm still getting nothing on the Davian command channel. I'm also picking up a large amount of space debris in shallow orbit right outside of Sarna's exosphere. It looks to be the debris of a number of destroyed drop ships or satellites, but they are too small to make out any discernible origin. Wait a minute, Commander, I'm just beginning to get a read on a 5th Certis Fusilier's encoded channel. It's incredibly faint. They appear to be sending an SOS. The message is only a single set of coordinates accompanied by a single repeating text transmission. Well, then it's not a... What? That made no sense. It's only... Like, it's a message then. Mayday, mayday, mayday. This is the 5th Certis Fusiliers calling for assistance from any forces loyal to the Federated Suns. We are in need of assistance at the following coordinates. No holovid, no audio, and no declaration of any kind of identification. And the signal on this is so faint that I can't even get a read on anything beyond the text transmission and the coordinates. I don't like this, Commander. I don't like this one bit. Unfortunately, these coordinates are the only lead we have at finding the Fusiliers, and we need those code books and their help, or everything will be lost. If this signal is legitimate, we'll need to assist the Fusiliers and make contact with General Heartstone or Colonel Harkness if we are going to have any hope of completing our mission. But be extremely cautious, Commander. This has all the makings of a trap to lure Davian loyalists into an ambush. I would not risk our most effective mechs until we have a better idea for what's going on. If it's as bad as it looks, we are going to need to prepare for the long haul. I mean, I agree. Commander, if we're going to survive on a hostile world such as Sarna, we'll need to find other forces loyal to the Federated Suns. An SOS from the 5th Certis Fusiliers might be the lead we need to find allied forces in the area. Be extra careful, as this has all the markings of a trap, and we have no idea how long it will take us to complete our mission. The airstrikes are practically useless. This 3 million will put us back in green. A little bit back in the green. Holy hell. Oh, okay, I see. We're not in the red yet. We will be in the red, and I can't even see. I think it says 10 days. All right, let's see. What do we got? 270. Let's get some power up here, shall we? So we got the 80 ton, or we could take him on an 85 ton. I already know what this can do. I've used it. I'm kind of curious about this one. It has, obviously, it's got a higher cooling capacity. Let's see, 1.9. It's 2. It's not that high, that much higher. 86, 104, 538. Wow, man, this one's better. I mean, my original design is still better. I could have upgraded all the lasers on it to a better tiered system, but it is what it is, and we're here, so. Ooh, I forgot about that. Yeah, I'm still gonna take the Battle Master, even over the Cyclops. If I need it, it'll be there. What is that? A 70 ton, I think, right? 70. It's 55 and 60. What the hell's wrong with this dervish? Changes to a cataphract. Changes to a warhammer. Which one now? Five tons over, but that's okay. It's time to switch out. I think my other pilot should be healed now. Yep, Rachel Laird. Hell of a pilot. But I do want to change up her mech. I think this is a 70 ton. Here it is. So let's get her a better 70 ton. Another Warhammer, maybe? No, we need to bring a new archer. I mean, the archer's almost a must-have. The artillery on it is second to none. So, what do we got? 295. Let's save it up. I mean, we made it through that, even though we damn near are very close to being broke. Completely fucking broke. I ain't gonna lie, guys. I'm feeling just a little intimidated because there's a lot of money on the line here. Yeah, you know what? I gotta, before we deploy onto the ground anyway, I gotta get my medication set up. And normal, when I actually post this video, I'll take all this stuff out, including the setups. But, I mean, to be honest with you, that's what I've been doing most of, having to work these mechs up and shit, so it's not something I want people to have to actually sit through. But when you're streaming, when you're live streaming, it's, you know, kind of difficult. Alright, guys.
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Reactor online.
I'm really glad the second
Online.
just in case.
The communications disarray caused by the Comstar HPG relay station's destruction has allowed us to land on Soina undetected. But I'm still not getting any responses on the Federated Suns wideband. The only thing we're detecting is a faint SOS signal from the 5th Certis Fusilier. I've marked its approximate location on your HUD. If there are any Federation forces out there, we need to make contact with them ASAP if we are to have any hope of surviving this deep into Kaplan territory. But be on your guard, Commander. This SOS signal could be a trap. to be members of the Fusiliers, transmitting IFF frequencies to them now. Let's go up and introduce ourselves.
Incoming mechs, stay where you are. Your IFF says you're with the 2nd Cruises Lancers. Why are the Lancers here on Sarna?
The Lancers aren't here in force, it's only us. We're here on special assignment from Marshal Jackson Davion. We have an urgent matter to discuss with General Heartstone.
He's gone. We believe he's been KIA.
What about Colonel Harkness?
Definitely KIA. His Marauder was bombarded by Inferno missiles. When he tried to punch out, Inferno gel poured into his cockpit and burned him alive.
Who's in charge here then?
You're looking at her. Captain Alana Damu, 5th Certus Fusiliers, 1st Battalion. And as much as I would love to know why you're here, that is going to have to wait. We've got bigger problems at the moment. We're waiting on our salvage teams to strip this Gazelle for any surviving provisions. We're not going to make it much longer if we can't salvage as much of its supplies as we can.
You know what gets me? If I remember correctly, that was a dude who was leading
We're
this
detecting
last
Liao
time.
forces converging on our position. They must have tracked your approach here. Lancers, my men are exhausted and stretched to the brink. I cannot afford to lose any more of them. Help us fight through this with minimal losses, and I'll see what I can do about helping you with your special assignment.
We're on it, Captain.
New target, Centurion.
Strike the designated hostile!
Target acquired.
Roger! Moving to strike!
I'm reading more Liao forces on approach. Captain Damu, do you have dropship support to extract your unit?
No, our dropship support was destroyed in low orbit shortly after we made planetfall. We've been tracking down and salvaging whatever supplies we can from as many of the downed support dropships we could find. I'll be straight with you. After a solid month of dodging hostile forces, we're on our last legs.
What happened here?
Sarna was a trap. Our MEO intelligence was completely inaccurate. They said that the system was only defended by a few regiments of militia with possible light mech reserve support. What we ended up getting was all 4 regiments of McCarran's armored cavalry. They waited for us to make planetfall before attacking our dropships as they tried to return to a low orbit, trapping all of us on this rock. Then, their mech and vehicle forces pinned us against the Grey River and slaughtered everyone. Only a handful of us were able to make it out. If we don't secure these supplies, we won't last much longer. What you see here is pretty much all that's left of the 5th Certus Fusiliers.
Target destroyed.
Hostile transport ship coming in.
Oscar Mike.
New target, Warhammer.
Roger that! We'll rip that target to shreds.
Acquired.
Unit taking enemy fire.
Have you attempted to contact any jump ships at the Sarna jump point?
We've tried multiple times, but the Confederation has seemed to blanket the entire system in some sort of thick electromagnetic field that's completely scrambling anything that isn't short-range communications on planet.
That would explain why we weren't reading anything on the wideband on our burn into the system.
Be advised, the enemy pilot just ejected.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
saying that you blokes took out the local HPG station.
I don't believe that for a second. No matter what the Confederation's state-run news says. The HPG was our only hope of contacting anyone off-world about our dire situation here. It makes no sense that we would destroy the only means of saving ourselves. With Liao shooting down our dropships and the HPG destroyed, we have no way of contacting anyone off-planet. Whoever destroyed the HPG most likely condemned us all to death.
Yeah, something seemed fishy about that. You have to be absolutely mental to even think about crossing Comstar and their HPG stations. Last time someone tried, the entire Free Worlds League found themselves without interstellar communications for almost a year. And they only got it back because their Captain General capitulated to Comstar's every demand.
Copy that. We'll bring the hammer down on that target, Commander.
Target lost a component. With their death, I will earn my place in the Confederation. Weapon systems offline.
Captain Damu, I'm showing no further enemies on scope. It looks like we are in the clear.
Your Lancers really pulled through for us. Thank you. Stick around till we're done here, then follow us. We'll talk about Marshal Davian's special assignment for you once we reach our encampment. Word of advice, though, lose the dropship. Keep it suborbital if you need to relocate. The Big Mac will shoot you out of the sky if they think you're assisting us. Whether you like it or not, you're stuck in the trenches with us till this is all over.
That went better than I thought it would. Gotta give it to these AI pilots, they did really well. Okay, thanks for watching our backs out there, Commander. Ever since Macaron's killed a majority of the Fusiliers on the Grey River, we've been in bad shape. Lots of survivors that we found had severe injuries or infections after weeks of surviving off of Sorna's jungle. But we've recovered a handful of mech warriors who are still fit for service after having their mechs blasted out from under them by the armed cavalry. If you don't mind taking on the extra personnel, I'll assign them over to you to use as you see fit. They're good mech warriors, but I just don't have enough equipment to keep them in this fight. When you're ready, let's see what made Marshal Davion feel the need to send you all the way out here to this hellhole on your lonesome. So, she said that there's more than a few, but we get one Lieutenant Miasto Stabjorn. Hopefully, for the cost, for what it's gonna cost me, I hope that he's worth it. Let's check him out. You'd think after what he been, of course not. He's a garbage pilot. I mean, but I do need I needed a 6 just in case Mason got injured. I mean, to be honest with you, I've never been able to switch Mason out as a pilot. So even if he did get injured, which I've never been injured as Mason, what could I do about it? Nothing. I'd rather use my own pilot. Let's see what Max say. Oh, not bad, but not really interested in it. Battle Master's far better. This is a 1D, huh? Medium laser, medium laser. It's pretty much the same build that I got. Machine gun, machine gun. I've always wanted a Black Knight, I just can't field it and repair it. Another Cyclops, I could do with that, but it's 15 mil and I don't have it. I need operating costs too. I could use that too, a Marauder. Marauders are fucking solid backup vehicles. Oh, and Orion, those are too. These are, it's got a, I mean, they got a pretty healthy, good selection of, a Victor. I think that has, yeah, it's jump capable too, and it's an 80 ton Mac. Man, that sucks. Hopefully we got enough, I'll have enough time to, be able to get this Victor. I mean, the Ryder swears by the Victors. He just loves them, man. Loves them. Let's see what equipment they have for sale out here. Jesus, 4 million for AC-20. I mean, I know they're not cheap, but oh, I mean, it's tier 4. But I'm not spending all my money on that. Yeah, I can't spend any of my money right now. Here we go. Pages more to read. So this is a commander. Commander, I've reviewed your message from Marshal Davion. I understand the urgency of your mission, but to be completely honest, Fusiliers are in no shape to help you out. I mean, we kind of figured that anyway. Most of our unit died when McCarran's armored cavalry ambushed us. We'll pay that favor back. We barely kept ourselves alive this past month by salvaging remains as we find them. We aren't in any shape to help out in a straight-up fight, let alone track down an enemy spy network on a hostile world. But not everything is hopeless, you see. We still believe that there may be at least one other pocket of Fusiliers out there. The ones that are said to have attacked Comstar's HPG. Wait, what? Okay. We've been hoping that they would respond to our SOS, but with all this damn long-range comms jamming, it's next to impossible to get a signal out. I'm actually amazed that you were able to pick it up, probably because your dropship communications gear is much more powerful than your average mechs. You're welcome. That actually gives me an idea. If I can give you the transponder codes or mechs and vehicles used in the field, you should be able to track down those responsible for the HPG attack by using the sensors on your Leopard. It's Leopard, I think, but I call it Leopard. I don't know what got in their heads to be dumb enough to attack one of Comstar's HPGs, but if they're still alive, we all stand a much better chance surviving this if we all work together. Safety in numbers and all that. If you help us out, I promise that we'll do our best to support you in completing your mission. Yeah, our mission, not your mission. I wouldn't worry about those code books going anywhere with the system's HPG down, and which is probably why they took it out. And all commercial dropship grounded. They wouldn't be able to get those codes off world even if they wanted to. Yeah, so that's why they did it. I mean, I guarantee you that's why they did it. Because they knew how important it was. Man, Jesus, look, he got melted, man. It's a good thing I had him nice and armored up, huh? Because they would have chewed right through his armor and he would have been in bad shape. You know what? This cataphract didn't do bad at all. Our techs are really good guys, man. Amazing. So it's 14 days repair time. Do we have a timeline here? Yeah, we do. And I can get all my mechs all refitted. Okay, this is going to be it. This isn't bad. This isn't bad. Not everything's lost. This is odd. Your scanners are showing that the Fusilier remnants that attack Comstar's HPG are still hiding among amongst the ruins of the facility. I didn't want to believe that they would do something as moronic as attack an HPG facility, but even if they did, we'll need to join forces to survive out here. Maybe with their help, we can stand a chance against McCarran's armored cavalry. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm kind of mixed up about this whole fight anyway, because the whole reason this war is going on, I mean, besides to bring the Federation, it's going to be named something else after this. I can't remember the name of it. But besides that, okay, it was a wedding dowry gift. I mean, all this death, all this destruction is mainly, that's what it's for. And I don't know, that kind of makes me feel like the bad guy, you know? I mean, it sucks when you find out that you're the bad guy. I think I might try the Centurion. I'm sorry, the Cyclops on this run. I mean, it only puts us 5 tons over. I can live with that. We've been getting garbage anyway. But I am going to save it because it... That heavy rifle's bugging me, man. The heavy rifle doesn't fire fat. You know what? Let me take a look at this mech. I might have made a big mistake putting that heavy rifle in there. Yeah, I think I made a pretty big mistake putting a heavy rifle in there. Thing is, the heavy rifle, single shell heavy cannon dealing very high upfront damage, but at the cost. See, look, that works, okay, if you have a decent, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. If you have decent backup weaponry, but there's only 2 medium lasers on here. I mean, you know, the SRMs, but... And how many... You know what? I think... Okay, heavy rifle ammo. Got 12. It's 10, 20... That's 40, 246... 48 rounds. SRM ammo. And it's still... Well, I mean, it ain't gonna build up that much heat anyway. Yeah, I wish I'd have went with something like, Alright. For one, I think I can trim the fat off of this a little bit by putting a LRM 5HL hot loaded on here. Trim the fat by much, did I? How much is this way? It's 8 tons. You know what? I can slap an AC5 on there. I mean, that works. The AC5, an AC5 RF will do far more damage than I mean, that'll do more damage, but the reload time on it is, it's pretty bad. Fire rate's 126. Let's check this one out. Fire rate's 7. I mean, that's a lot of damage, 21.6 compared to... I mean, really, at the end of the day, it would come down to, yeah, I'm gonna take it out as is. Yeah, I am gonna field this mech. Oh, damn it, did I do the up... Yeah, I did, okay. Yeah, I am. I mean, worst case scenario... Anybody ever get calls from like sorry about that. I really didn't want to take it, but I thought it was my girlfriend. So anyway, if I'm disabled vet. I mean, maybe TMI in a way, but I'm gonna cut this out in the main video anyway. But oh, what was that? So they try to call you, and they never can speak proper English for one, which always puts me off. It always like, you know, because something's weird there, and they're like, oh, did you know you qualify for this plan? It's like, well, I already have that plan. Now, what I think is going on is that they're trying to get information. You know, that's what I think. I mean, most reps that I talk to now from Medicare aren't from outside the country. I mean, they've really done a good job of moving that in. Not that it's anybody, yeah. Anyway, the point is, I apologize. I had to handle that. And of course, it was stupid. Alright, let's make ground fall and see how this Centurion works. Wait a minute, I got 23 days? You know what, I might have time in that case. If I got 23 days, and I got time to, possibly, let's see, to change that loadout. Man, I got one. Look, I needed to make these changes anyway. Man, that cooling is... I mean, since I'm using ballistic, I ain't gotta worry about the cooling as much. If it was like a laser boat, I worry about it, but it's not. And it's gonna be 21 days. I don't know, man. I'm going to be cutting that real close. Real close. I could just leave that. Nah, if I ain't got time, exceeding the 23 days until the deployment time, if queued, mech will be okay. Well, let's try this instead. We'll go back to the original setup with the LRM-5 hot load. Okay, 19 days. Yeah, there we go. That should... It really sucks about the heat. Down there where it says these slots, I believe they have a higher cooling efficiency. We'll see, I might have messed up there. Ah, damn it. Wait, what? No, it says I got 20. It would take 20 days. Oh, penalty, so it'd be 40. There's no... Yeah, I won't be able to pilot this. There's just no way to do it. And I don't want to take it out as is. So let's double check this AC5RF. We might as well go ahead and slap that LRM-5. I didn't see the conflict zone penalty. I mean, it makes sense though. I'm not bitching about it. It makes sense. LRM ammo. We're up to 1.5. Man, these heat sinks suck. Man, I can't wait to put this thing to work though. Look at all this ammo I got. I mean, the AC-5 is going to be its main weapon, and with the RF. Whew. I know that doesn't seem like a lot, 3.1, but it is, you know, once you're smacking somebody with it. Because if you get the other one without the RF, what you got is, sorry, what you got instead is like a long reload time. You know? So no matter what, you're, you know, you're kind of shit out of luck. That does suck. I couldn't field that Mac, but it is what it is. Now, which one is mine? Another thing that sucks is I could be retrofitting this to have higher tiered weapons on it, but you know what? It's been doing really good so far, so I don't want to bore everybody by going to another setup. Alright, it's 295. Yeah, I mean, we're as ready as we're ever going to be.
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure.
What sucks is I used to, when I did this operation before, I was, I had an assault mech, a 100-ton assault mech, so we'll see how well this goes. I hate the idea of of my allies having bigger mechs. I mean, the same size,
The ruins of the HPG relay station.
Alright.
I've marked the map with the last known location of the Fusiliers transponders being sent. After they all went rogue. Be sure to be on your guard and watch your backs. McCarran's armored cavalry is still breathing down our necks, looking to finish us off for good. Let's go find our answers.
B-26. Bingo. Enemy spotted.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
I see them. Whoever they are, they aren't with the Fusiliers. This is Captain Alana Damu of the 5th Certus Fusiliers. Who the hell are you, and why are you using our transponder signals?
Target
We serve
acquired.
a purpose much higher than yours, my child. I regret you coming here. Now I'm afraid I cannot allow you to leave this place alive. Die, knowing your sacrifice will usher humanity into a new golden era.
Screw that and screw you! I don't have any plans on dying today, but I do plan on dismantling you imposters piece by piece until you tell me what I want to know.
New target Warhammer. Target destroyed. New target Rumble.
Down that neck!
Destroyed. New target Assassin.
That will leave a mark.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Naive fool! You don't even realize you are nothing more than a pawn in someone else's game.
And I'm sure that ominous word vomit spewing from your mouth is supposed to actually mean something.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Contact verified. Opening fire! first time the Fusiliers have heard that one.
God, I love the fact that she's representing
Target
us.
destroyed.
By the way, that weapon this dude's firing is a PPCX. It's a brutal weapon. Too bad he's not very good at firing it.
But it's true. Hans Dampian wishes to see your Duke's prized Certus Fusiliers offered up to humbly hours of blood sacrifice. Retaliation for Duke Michael Hasek Dampian's treachery, selling Federation secrets directly to Maximilian Liao.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target acquired.
That's a fairly active imagination you have there. The Confederation's ambassador to New Certus kidnapped our Duke and took him to Sion, where Max Liao executed him in cold blood. Duke Hasek Davion was a patriot to the entire Federated Sons and died at the hands of a madman.
Incoming missile.
Target mech neutralized. Contact eliminated.
Oh my God! They took out my archer? Are you fucking kidding?
Dampian was a
New
traitor to
target
your nation
charges.
who sought to have Lord's throne for himself. He fled to Sion on his own free will. He was even willing to use you and your 5th Fusiliers to attack your own countrymen in the name of the Confederation.
What an interesting series of mental gymnastics you've laid out there. And how, might I ask, would you know all of this? Target mech is a smoking heap.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
I got a feeling.
We'll never make it on Sona alive.
I'm showing no more targets on our scopes. Looks like they're all down.
Good. Bring the support infantry out and take in as many prisoners as possible. Rip each and every one of them out of their mechs. I want answers, and we aren't going to get any if we don't bring these imposters in alive.
I have a feeling that one of these allies took out Rachel Lear's archer, because I'm telling you that is not a weak mech. It would take a lot of firepower. And we'll find out in a minute, and I'll see where the damage is mainly done to the archer at. Probably to the back. I mean, like I said, it just doesn't make any sense to me how fast. I mean, even with all the mechs that hit us, I just don't. Your reputation is growing across the inner sphere. Potential employers are inquiring about your services and new employment opportunities. I hope that she's okay, because she's like one of my best pilots. Freaking look at this. It's all chaff. Freaking. That isn't chaff though. Yeah, I'll take all this shit. just got off injury. Look at that. 2 million in damages. My God. The Archer might be down for a little bit. And how is it? Mainly only her mech. I'm telling you. I guarantee you she got hit from behind. I guarantee it. It looks like she was doing fairly well, too. And then she just got... Goblin really put in some work in this mission. I want to see what that battle mech looks like. I want to see... Top left, back, left on. Yeah, that was mainly friendly fire. Look at the damage pattern. It's in the back left, so she was being hit from the rear. Ain't that some shit, man? I should have kept my guys separate. I should have, but it is what it is, and I can't do nothing about it. I don't. Oh, I do have enough to repair it. Okay. That one's gonna hurt. I mean, Rachel, like as I just said, Rachel Laird is a main part of our forces. So let's see, Commander. Sorry for my emotions. Your retardism, really. Like, why in the fuck are you even arguing with him? Just kill him and ask questions later. Sorry, capture them. Kill him, capture him. Sorry for my emotions getting the better out of best of me out there. But whoever that smug son of a bitch on the comms was, he definitely knew all the right buttons to press to piss me off. Oh, he was... What? He just spoke. My mood's greatly improved after I've been told we were able to pry him out of his mech alive. We got lucky and he fell unconscious during the battle. We weren't so lucky with his co-conspirators, though. Many of them killed themselves before they could be taken into custody. We got a handful of them, but not as many as I would have liked to capture. Whoever they are, they definitely have top grade intelligence training. Could be whatever that's called. Maskarovka. It's that R in front of the O that's making it kind of difficult. Or Death Commandos. Interesting. Death Commandos. But honestly, there are some huge holes in that theory. They wanted to trap us here and attacked the HPG to frame House Davian in the eyes of Comstar. While the broad strokes may make sense, other major details don't. They never once called for McCarrans to reinforce them. They have no forms of IDs. They don't act like any Capellan I've ever seen, and most of all, they know things. Things that no Capellan intelligence officer would ever divulge to us. If I'm being honest, a whole lot of them give me the creeps. We've put all the survivors under enhanced interrogation and came up with zero answers as to who they are or why they destroyed the HPG. But plenty of seemingly random bits of information regarding Uranaga, of course, Kirita. The Chinese are always behind it. I think that would be the Japanese, but a Liao counteroffensive, plans for a raid against the new Avalon NAIS campus, and other things that were clearly way too implausible to be true. Among the random bits of information they did divulge was the location of all Miskrovoka facilities on Sorna. Wait, was what? Okay. I mean, they're all that, aren't they? And confirmation that they did receive a priority message from Tigris months ago. They claim it's been buried in a sea of thousands of other reports that began flooding into their officers since the fall of Tikhonov. These must be your lost code books, Commander. If it's true, then Maskarivoka do have it, but don't yet know the value of the content they possess. Although we didn't find any additional Fusilier survivors, a deal's a deal, Commander. I'll spare what I can to assist you in a raid against the identified Miskarovka headquarters. So, wait, oh, what? It won't be much, but with this new intel, it should hopefully be enough for you to get your job done. I mean, the way that she turned that to be our responsibility, like she's helping us, like, no, actually, for one, we're all part of the same military and all the objectives are the same, so it's your job too. But beyond that, it's even more. She just said that the next step for her to do anything is to go and attack these facilities. I mean, what a turnaround. Thanks to our imposter friends, we've tracked down Ms. Grovka facilities that administer the entirety of the Sarna commonality, and have confirmed that the code books were delivered to at least one of the marked facilities. Destroy every target at the marked nav points and get out of there. I'll deploy commandos to verify that everything at the marked facilities are destroyed. I mean, okay, but before we do this, let's see how much time we can milk out of them. Wait, speak to the Fahad. Yeah, sometimes... This is new, by the way. Sort of.
Hey, boss man. Keeping me and the crew real busy lately. Glad to see the contracts rolling in. Like that. Doing a bloody good job too, gotta say. Just one thing though. You and your fellow pilots might want to dodge the enemy's fire a little bit, alright? We're running triple shifts after some of these jobs. And I know you're doing your level best under the circumstances. I get that, I do. It ain't easy. All I'm saying is, try to bring the mechs home with all their limbs still attached. That's not too much to ask, is it? No, it isn't, mate. It's pretty bloody reasonable, I think. Well, there you go. Some friendly advice on the house, Gov. Gonna get back to work now. Catch you later.
So just so I get this, my employee, okay, this dude that I paid to fix my mechs, who never leaves the bay, who never goes out in the field, is telling me how I should fight on the field with no combat experience. Copy that. Fucking retard. Either way, we wouldn't have lost that mech if it hadn't been for the Allies. I'm telling you. Look at these mechs. Look. That's a Warhammer that was out. The Cataphract. Again, you see all the frontal damage to the Cataphract. And by the way, it would be easier to show you like this. And this is what I suspected as soon as it happened. Because, okay, see all the damage to the front? Barely any to the back. This is why I put more heavy armor to the front than the back. For a reason. You usually don't want your back to the enemy. But I have been changing it a bit lately. To where... Oh, that was a cockpit blast straight up. You can see right there. The front steel, the armor is all gone. The cockpit's shattered. Jesus. The chair's just like smoldering ruins. I'm surprised she made it out of that alive. Anyway. Alright, let's look at this one. No shots in the back. I mean, a few. And I'm telling you, the majority of those would have been allied. Right side again, just like this one. Oh, that's left side. Okay, maybe not. The Warhammer, I mean, I know he put work in. I saw his score. I think, who was the one that was piloting that one? Anyway, before I get into any of that, let's see if we can look some time for one, see what Rihanna wants. What's that? Yeah, I know, and it doesn't look so great. I mean, like in first person down here, but they're working on it, so...
Hey, Commander. Thanks to Spears' people, we now know we're somewhere within Inferno's current sphere of operations. However, we still haven't been able to pinpoint the location of their base. What we have learned is the name of the man who killed your father, the leader of Black Inferno. Name's Andreas Kane. He was loyal to one of the Marek factions for a while, making a nasty name for himself. He was responsible for several massacres as well. Of course, that was before he struck out on his own and set up shop as a mercenary. After that, his trail runs cold. Unfortunately, that means there's a lot we still don't know, like how Inferno became as big as they are, or who their current benefactor is.
Andreas Kane. When we find him, Rihanna, I'm gonna tear him and his mech limb from limb.
I have no doubt, Commander. But we need to find him first. I've been scanning the comms looking for any mention of Inferno activity. Not 10 minutes ago, I picked up a distress call from a nearby port city. They've come under successive attacks by a mercenary group and are asking for immediate help. Sound familiar?
Sure does.
The distress call had this image embedded in the transmission. It's a map of the city and port. I think it's best if I drop you down here, just outside this farm. You can proceed from there into the main city itself and ensure that it's protected. The port is nearby, over here. That's where I'll pick you up once the city and port have been secured. Questions?
Nope. Plan sounds good.
All right. Get us where we need to go, Commander. I'll keep monitoring the situation.
Roger that.
Thing is, we're stuck planet side in the middle of a House Davian war, so that probably isn't going to happen right now. Let's see if we can pick up some Cantina missions, though. The nice thing about these missions here is that as you level up, you get these on the operations back there. That's how you get your upgrades. So. I don't like to accept these, but I will. For right now, I've done a few of them. Okay, I already read through all that, so let me check the time. By the way, I will be cutting this video up, but I don't wanna miss out on what we're about to do, so I'm gonna have to delete yesterday's footage. God, 3 hours. 3 hours. Whew, man. But like I said, I don't wanna split it up, you know? I wanna... Wait, is this given? This would be giving my mech away, though. I think I have a Locust. Yeah, right here, but it's the only one I got. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, it is. You know what? I can get another one. It's that career reputation. Wait, 0-1 perfect turner. Yeah, I got it right there. What are you talking about? That's what I was looking for, baby. Condensed cycle time 1. Rapid charging capacitors reduce cycle time for energy weapons. That is a very welcome upgrade. Thing is, I don't know how much time do I got between. Okay, 40 days. I think I might have enough time to do this. Every mech in here is going to have that upgrade now. Oops. Alright, I think I'm going to end this stream. And I am going to post out this video the way it is. I might save it. I got to take a break anyway. It's been a long stream. Anybody that's checked it out, really, it's a good time to get involved in MechWarrior 5. Mercenaries clans is a little tough. I mean, you might not be down for it, but I like this game. It's really good. This is one of the campaigns, obviously, for House Davian. I'm going to try to do the other ones, but, you know, we'll see. Either way, I hope that you enjoyed it. I'll be posting out videos on this, and they won't be 3 hours long. I learned my lesson the other day. A lot of this was me, some of it was me talking anyway, or taking breaks because I'm streaming. But, like I said, I hope you enjoyed it. If you're interested in joining our mech program, like in the 75th, then there's a Discord link underneath in the descriptions. You know, hit us up, let us know, and because it asks you a question as soon as you want to join, let us know you're interested in MechWarrior 5 mercenaries or clans. Really, it doesn't matter because they're all going to be combined here soon, and we'll fit you in. It'll give me, I can tag you with the MechWarrior pilot emblem, and as you go up and increase in grade, like your rank will go up with it, until eventually you be your own squad leader. And maybe we can get enough people in here to where we can field mech pilots that we know aren't going to destroy our mechs. You know what I mean? But that being said, I'm gonna try to get other people to do. I'm gonna try to recruit some mech pilots to throw in here. But you know, you have to trust them, otherwise you're gonna lose a lot of money. But all right. Well, thanks for tuning in. If you did, I know. I mean, but either way, please like, share.